Welcome back. So despite all the polling and all the media reports that Democrats were going to pull off some amazing upset victory in Tennessee yesterday in this special congressional election, it did not happen. Republican Matt Van Epps winning by 9 points. So 9 points would qualify as a blowout. Of course, Donald Trump did win the state of Tennessee by 22 points 13 months ago. Totally different circumstances. For more on all this, I want to welcome in the new RNC chairman, Joe Gruters. Mr. Chairman, nice to have you on tonight. Can you explain that to people on the left who seem to think that this was like somehow a moral victory for Afton Bain, getting absolutely blown out by 9 points yesterday in Tennessee?
Well, this was really like a Captain America with Van Epps. He was a phenomenal candidate, and I called Afton Bain more of like a second-rate Batman villain. And it was a great campaign. Van Epps, you know, we were on the ground there a couple of times. But listen, he had the pulse of the community. He was never behind. We were always winning that race. You know, I said that Tennessee was the red wall for the Republican Party, and we delivered. And I'm so glad that he's going to go up there and represent Tennessee. And, yeah, they were never in the race. And, listen, the voters soundly rejected the policies that she pitched. And she didn't come across as a liberal wackadoo. That was us, exposing what she said over the years. You know, she campaigned as a moderate and focused on affordability and other issues, and the voters rejected that message in favor of a true American hero in Van Epps. So we're very, very excited about him going up to D.C. to help the president out.
Yeah, this woman, this is a very odd woman. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to go away in Tennessee. She's been very open about the fact that she doesn't want to have children. She wants power, and she didn't get it yesterday. But look at this performance that she put on stage. Again, she lost, and it looks like they're opening up the General Assembly at the United Nations in September, and she lost. This is a very bizarre person. Couple housekeeping questions, because now it's on to the midterms formally. We've got 11 months. How concerned are you about the loss of Charlie Kirk impacting the youth vote in 2026 and beyond?
Well, listen, his loss is devastating to our cause. I tell people all the time that he was a conservative field general in our movement. You know, he had a place in Sarasota where my home is, and we have about 150-person staff at the Republican National Committee. A lot of these are under the age of 30, and I had a get-together, after I went to the memorial service out in Arizona, and I went back and talked to my team, and I asked people who here dealt with Charlie and who here was here because of Charlie. And, a lot of my staffers raised their hand. And, he influenced a whole generation, and he is irreplaceable. However, a lot of people have stepped up to try to go to bat on his behalf. And I know that Turning Point organization is as strong as it's ever been, and they're going to do everything that they can. But no, his loss is going to be felt for a long time, and you're already feeling it out there. He was irreplaceable. I'm completely devastated, and the party lost one of our field generals for sure.
Yeah, and the impact, again, people are stepping up and holding events, but there was only one Charlie Kirk, and Donald Trump is not in the Oval Office tonight if Charlie Kirk does not do what he did between 2020 and 2024. Nobody holds a rally like Donald Trump. Do you expect him to get back out on the trail, despite the risk to his own safety, and rally for members of the Republican Party running for seats in the House and the Senate over the next 11 months?
Yes, listen, he knows what's at stake. The Democrats showed us what they were going to do with the shutdown. 43 days of holding the government hostage, right? And if they win the House, they're going to impeach, they're going to investigate, they're going to obstruct. And so, yes, the president's very aware. I've talked to him. I talk to him all the time. He tells me he's going to barnstorm the country. We're going to make sure, when what we're doing right now, we're battling redistricting in all these states. Yeah. We're going around recruiting the best candidates. He is willing to put the time in. He's already raising a ton of money. We're in great shape at the Republican National Committee. MAGA Inc. is in great shape. He's willing to spend this money, and we're saving it to make sure that we could have the maximum impact, because there's no alternative. We have to win. And listen, the incumbent party is 2-39 in these off-cycle races. We have no alternative. We have to beat back this trend. We have to beat the headwinds, and we're going to do it following the president's lead. He's going to lead from the front. He is going to, like I said, he's going to go all around the country, and we're going to make sure we win these districts we need to win.
Mr. Chairman, best of luck to you. Hope to have you back frequently over the next 11 months. And look, my dad would always say this, but you have to celebrate the wins in this life. You had a 9-point win yesterday. That is, look, if Donald Trump beat Kamala Harris by 9 points, imagine what we would be saying. 9 points. It was a blowout. Congratulations. Let's keep that going. Good to see you. Joe Gruters, we appreciate it. Coming up.